from what you saw game 1, game 4, now that Dwane Casey has lost his job off of all of this, what could the Raptors have done any differently except the proverbial play better? I mean, what's being pinned on Dwane Casey right now that you saw with your own 2 eyes that could have been fixed, do you think?
It can't just be what happened in this series. It has to be a little bit deeper. We're not privy to what's going on behind the scenes, but talking to people connected with the Raptors before the series started, a few people tossed out the idea to me that, Dwane Casey could get fired. If they get embarrassed in this series, it could cost him his job. And my first thought, again, outsider's perspective, he's won 59 games, number 1 seed, home court advantage, could win Coach of the Year in the NBA. I thought maybe it was coming from people that are a little too close to the situation. And now I realize, no, it was real. There was legitimate angst around the franchise, around the city, and not just to lose to Cleveland as a number 1 seed, but to get dismantled the way that they did clearly was the final piece of the puzzle. There must have been some other things swirling. I have no idea if the DeRozan benching in Game 3, 14 minutes to end the fourth quarter, plays any role in this whatsoever. A lot of it is deeper, dynamic between star players and head coach, and whether or not management just feels like the message is now no longer going to be heard from this coaching staff, and they want to go in a different direction. It's very uncharacteristic to see a coach have this kind of season and get let go, but it goes deeper than that. It's 7 years into this tenure. I do think he gets another job. The hope would be he gets one on this turn because he deserves it. He's done an excellent job improving this team and managing this roster over a 7-year period.
Yeah, because, I was basically saying you can't fire the owner, DeMar DeRozan, or Drake. Those are the only 3 unfireable figures of Raptors basketball, essentially. And, if you wait till July 1 to see if LeBron removes himself from the Eastern Conference equation, then you're doing Dwane Casey a disservice if there's a Bucks job and a Pistons job open. And any sense based on, your travels in basketball, which might be a better fit for Dwane Casey? Ian?
Well, look, if I'm Dwane Casey, Milwaukee is a job that I'm keying in on. You have Giannis Antetokounmpo. You have a young roster. You're moving into a new building. I think this is a plum job. This is a job that many coaches covet, coaches that have very good resumes. But you've got to sit down with management and ownership and see if that's a good fit. Detroit right now is a little bit more of a crapshoot based on their salary cap issues and based on the fact that they're committed to certain players financially for an extended period of time. There's not going to be a whole lot of wiggle room with that current roster. Milwaukee is definitely the better job of the two.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.